Hi, it's Mac and Gatos from KTAR. A number of years ago, a friend of ours invited us to be part of an annual event called Bite Night for the ALS Association of Arizona, and we've been involved ever since.
Hey, today we're going to talk about Posso's Posse. This is a program that's geared towards kids and children who have a family member or a loved one with ALS. We'll tell you why this is such an important program and why you should support it.
Well, I didn't really know what it was. I just thought, what does it do? What's gonna happen? Is there anything that's bad that's gonna happen? I don't really know. But as it went on, I figured it out, and it's been rough, but not too bad.
I was 18 years old when my dad got diagnosed. He was 48. It was July of 2009, and then 9 months later he passed away, so I was 19.
Well, I was 28 years old when I lost my father. I started to think back what would have been like if I was 18 or if I was 8 years old. What would I have done, or what would my mom have done? Who would have taken me to baseball practice? Who would have, counseled me? Who would have helped me with my homework? Who would have done those types of things? And I started thinking, there needs to be a program for the youth.
People didn't know how to talk to me because they didn't know what ALS was. They didn't know what the symptoms were, and that they couldn't breathe, they couldn't swallow, they couldn't drink. People don't know that, and so they don't know how to talk to me about it. And that's one of the good things about this program is I've been through this. I can talk to these children about, hey, when your dad gets to the point that he can't swallow and you have to help him and, feed your dad and hold cups up for them to drink from straws. I've done all of this. I helped take care of my dad the last 3 months of his life. So I've really been there. We didn't have a nurse. My mom and I did it.
I don't like to go to church. I really don't like to go to church, and he makes me, and I do it. And I get out of there and I'm like, okay, I'm done. But it's still something that I do with my dad, and it's still something that we can do together.
I think it's really important to remember your parent in all stages. If we look at, let's just say, someone who lives a normal lifespan, who doesn't get seriously ill, your parent goes through different stages of life, just like everyone. And you remember your parent as a young parent, as a middle-aged parent, and as a very old parent. And you need to remember the stages of whatever life is given you. So I remember my father as a young, vibrant, hardworking person, but I also remember him as a sick individual. And both of those memories are special to me because there were different things that happened in our lives that were very important in both arenas of life.
Whether it be while they're sick or after they've passed away, I've been through this, and I know that I would be able to help somebody get through this horrible process and this time in their life maybe a little bit easier, having somebody that's been through this.
It gives kids just like me a support system, like someone I can talk to, or other kids who might have this, and you can meet those kids sometimes and get together and stuff, and it's really cool, and everybody can talk about it and let out what they're feeling and not just be afraid of talking about it, because there's some kids that I know that are afraid of talking about this, and I'm not afraid to talk about it.
We need your donations so that somebody like me doesn't have to go through this again alone.
You can help today by going to alsaz.org.
That's ALSAZ.org.
He's never had a dull day in his life, that's for sure. Pretty strong, man. Strongest person I know. He's got that twinkle in his eye.